Congressman Jim Jordan, ranking member on the Judiciary Committee and member of the House Oversight Committee.
That's right. And in the section between good...
Great to see you today, Congressman. Tell me a little bit about where you stand on this. You hear these discussions about data that might have been hidden or potentially deleted.
Well, just the whole fact pattern in and of itself is, I think, frightening. So the guy vetting the release of this information is the same guy who was part of the Trump-Russia investigative team at the FBI when he was chief counsel. He's the guy who accepted the information from Michael Zussman, Clinton's lawyer, about the Alpha Bank issue, which was all false. Then he goes to Twitter. He's the one who says, oh, the Hunter Biden story is a hack leak operation. We need to suppress that. It's okay to do that. It's reasonable to do that. And now we find out he's vetting it. So I want it all released. And I tell you who I really want to talk to is this guy, Elvis Chan, FBI agent who was doing those weekly briefings we've now heard about in the run-up to the 2020 presidential election. I want to know, what was his connection with Jim Baker? Was Jim Baker the guy he was briefing? Was Jim Baker getting a readout of the briefings that were taking place? I want to know how cozy that was, because it sure looks like Jim Baker is on all sides of the equation here. So I want to know, was he still working with Elvis Chan, the key guy at the FBI, who was doing these briefings that were why it was all suppressed and kept from we the people just days before the most important election we have?
Yeah, it seems like a pretty cozy relationship that Baker goes from the FBI, and then he's the chief counsel at Twitter, and then Elvis Chan, who works at the FBI, comes over for weekly briefings to discuss what they might be concerned about. Perhaps there might be some Hunter Biden state actor, the information coming through, hacked information. And when you look at the emails that Baker was part of, Congressman, he says, yeah, it looks like, it may be, might have been hacked information. Right. And I know we can't verify it because other people were expressing their concerns. Like, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't smell right. That we don't know that this was hacked material. He basically says, yeah, but we can't take any chances.
Yeah, but that email, in conjunction with the letter signed by the 51 former Intel officials, that gives them all the cover they need. And that's why big tech, big media all colluded here with big government to keep valuable, critical information that I think, frankly, changed the outcome of the election. Or you can make a credible argument that it changed the outcome of the election. And but for all that, we may not have this crazy 41-year high inflation rate, crime all over the place, a border that's no longer a border. So that's the consequences of what they did. And that's why we fully need to expose everything, every single fact, talk to everyone involved with this. And that's exactly what we plan to do when, in fact, we're in the majority.
Congressman, what do you say to those who watch this and they're frustrated? They say, we've been down this road before. Nothing ever happens. Everybody gets away with it. The Congress might subpoena. They may or may not show up. And we saw the Sussman case, and, Sussman was exonerated in a court of law.
I know. It's frustrating, and I hear that all the time. All I can do is what my constitutional duty requires, and that is to do the oversight, do the investigation so the country gets the truth. I truly do believe that exposing the truth, getting the facts out there, is the first step into stopping this from happening in the future. So we have to do that. When we take the oath of office on January 3rd, that's part of our duty. So we're going to do it in a way that's consistent with the Constitution. We're going to do it aggressively, but we're going to get to the facts here. I also wonder, by the way, if those 51 people who signed, Brennan, Clapper, and all these folks, were they talking to Jim Baker when he was at Twitter? They probably had to talk to him while he was in the government just a few months before. So I want to know if that conversation happened and what was in that conversation.
Okay, I need a really quick answer, but is Kevin McCarthy going to be the next Speaker of the House of Representatives?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're working hard to bring our team together and get wins like we got today on this vaccine mandate.
Okay. Jim Jordan, Congressman, thank you very much. Good to see you today.